Good choice. Good choice, Shuffle. Good choice. Hello. I'm here. Yeah. Sorry for the early stream, and sorry for the short stream as well. I go deal with some personal issue today. Nothing serious, thank God. Nothing too serious. And I had one of two options: either rush home, scoff down some food for to do a full stream, or take it easy, do a short stream, and then eat afterwards. And I figured one short stream is not going to kill my career just like that. It's, you know, I think I'm good to do one short stream. You know, I'm not suddenly gonna fail overnight, so like, yeah, I'm sorry. Although I don't think I don't think anyone's watching. Hey! Sorry, I'm just moving things around. I'm just moving my OBS around. Because I normally have on my OBS, I have OBS open so I can see things. And normally it's chat on the left and then Twitch activity feed on the right. But I've realised I've started looking at the right. So I've moved things around, so I've now got my activity feed on the left and chat on the right. Which just makes things a bit better for me to read. So yeah, apologies for the short stream, but I wanted to do something. But yeah, I am saying I'm doing a short stream, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yes. I've got it now, I'm doing a short stream. So yeah, so we're going to crack through chapter 11 and then I can upload it tonight. And get that out of the way. So let's have a look at this. So, chapter 11. While Terry was becoming a nightmare killer, and then Sophia were making their way towards the signal through the crossing. In the crossing. For the first time, Sophia. Hang on, while I think about it, I'm gonna get my thesaurus. I'm gonna grab my thesaurus. Thesaurus. Grab my book. Grab my thesaurus. I'm standing again as well. I'm getting better at standing. I'm like, because when I started standing, it was like, oh my god, it was such a drag, and now it's like, at certain points throughout the day, I feel like I want to stand more instead of sitting down, and like I'm actively choosing to stand instead of sitting, which is brilliant. It's brilliant. It's doing its job. So yeah, anyway, getting completely distracted. For the first time, Sophia was getting to see the full extent of this new world. Buildings of all manner, abandoned and devastated. DVA. Buildings of all manner, abandoned and devastated. The streets empty with activity. Empty of activity is a better way to put it. Lampposts, cards, signs, all destroyed and wrecked. No sign of life anywhere. Meanwhile, the skies above were just as gloomy as she remembered them, as dark clouds spread far and wide in the skies. There was no sign of sunshine anywhere in this world, no blue skies anywhere. Bob, why are you highlighting that? No, I don't want that. Just perpetual dreariness. Darkness truly did rule this world. Luna had been tracking the signal with his earpiece, the little screen that popped out in front of his eye, showing him the location of where they were. They were still a fair bit away from the signal, which confused Sophia. So why didn't we jump straight to the signal, she asked. If there was a threat, it would be too dangerous to jump there immediately, Luna replied. We could get good choice shuffle. And I love this. This is a trial version. They changed it. They changed it for the game. They changed it. I wish they didn't change it. We could get caught off guard by nightmares or something else. It's safer to approach the target by the signal by foot. Therefore, we can anticipate any threats in the area. The answer makes sense, Sophia. In such a dangerous position, why put yourself in even more danger? As they carried on to their marked location, she wanted to learn more about her new teammate. So, how long have you been a part of the Nightmare Killers then? Around 6 months. I came to London from India to study at university. See, the question is, should I actually put the university? Because what universities are there in London? Let's do some... research here. Let's do some research. There's 87 universities in London. What the hell? And apparently they're all ranked, with the top being the Imperial College of Science, and the second being the University College London. Yeah, and they're all ranked and all. Let me look at University College London. Okay, I tell you what, we'll put University College London. Is it called University? Hang on. Do they say the University College London? Oh, do they call it UCL? Okay, so they call it UCL. Okay. Okay, so that makes it easier. Because again, he's been given the money from this rich family to go to university, so of course he's going to go to a top university. That makes more sense. Whereas I was like in Pacific UCL. I never thought about what he actually studied though. I may have to add that in at some point. I ended up working in a music label in their PR department. One day I came across a portal in an hang on. Let me do a search. What? He stumbled into a portal of his own. Sure, Omen's flat. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Hunter was in his flat. Yeah. In an alleyway. Around the back of the music label. There we go. Oh, sorry. There we go. Around. There we go. I've put in around the back of the music label. Just to show you. There we go. Curiosity... misspell, yeah. Curiosity got the better of me, so I went through it. I was amazed by what I found. However, as soon as I went through it, the portal closed behind me, trapping me here. I started running around, screaming to see if anyone was out there. I eventually found my way to the church. I tried opening the main doors, but they were locked. Just as I was leaving, the doors opened and there was Boss, or Cynthia as I knew her back then. She invited me in. She said she had been tracking the signal through the city and saw it stop outside the church. When she saw it was me, she was relieved. She thought it might have been a threat or something worse, so she was happy to invite me in. Yeah, so this bit I need to expand upon. Because what follows that? We were walking past the chamber. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so she started leading me to the back, to the lab, where I was. And world was. There we go. Just a bit more context, basically. We were walking past the chamber when all of a sudden the spirits started. The spirits began to be drawn towards me. And I felt this strange feeling run through my body. When I asked Boss about it, she mentioned that another member of her team had the same feelings when they got close to them. As I asked more questions, I found out about the Nightmare Killers and what they were doing here. Cynthia invited me to join, and after thinking it through, I took her up on her offer. I accepted her offer. So you joined just like that? Why did you leave your job? Working for a music label sounds great. It does, and some of it was. But the chance to do something more, to do something above and beyond, it just kept tempting me. Oh, that is being picked up. Sorry, I'm still not used to standing, and I like to move around a lot. Like normally when I'm standing, I have an underdesk treadmill that I'm using. So I'm used to walking. I'm not used to standing still. So yeah, no. I apologise if you keep hearing that. Noise gate can only go so far. What do you mean above and beyond? I used to love superheroes as a child. Comic books, the movies, the video games, I couldn't get enough of them. I loved their heroism, that's better, yeah. Heroism, their sense of justice and their ability to overcome any challenge that's in their way. To be able to emulate that, to do what my heroes did, that was an opportunity I couldn't miss out. I couldn't turn down. What the hell is this track? But superheroes put themselves in dangerous situations. They put their lives on the line every time. But superheroes, it's fantasy. Plus, they put themselves in dangerous situations. That's better. Aren't you putting yourselves in those situations as well? Aren't you too? Luna had a point, full stop. Sophia was putting her life on the line to save Jack. Anyway. Sophia was putting her life on the line to save Jack. As she thought of him, something came to mind. Something that happened during her first encounter with Luna, she wanted to ask about. But Luna, that she wanted to ask about. Hey, when we first met in that courtyard, Hunter called you a prince. What was that about? Oh, that's just a running joke between us. We have a few names for each other like that. But you seemed really annoyed by it. Luna didn't really want to talk about it, but since he wanted to keep Sophia on side and keep Boss happy, he had no choice but to divulge. Back at the music label, I used to be highly praised for my work, always getting rewards. Rewarded for my effort. Yeah, always getting rewarded for my effort. Mentioned in Big Team. Getting mentioned in Big Team means my fantastic job. I was always getting the spotlight for my work. So much so that I picked up the nickname the Prince of PR. It wasn't a nickname I enjoyed, but I took it nonetheless, so I didn't upset the higher-ups. Hunter found out about it one day and has been using it ever since. How did he find out? The same way Boss found out about you, through Bex and her computer. Bex's hacking skills are second to none, and with the computer that she built, she can hack into almost any database. Personal, private, secure, encrypted, you name it, she can hack into it. How do you think Boss found out about your blood records? Sophia pondered this thought. What else did Cynthia know about her? Was the pair reached of the... Nope. As the pair reached the source of the signal, they came across an old stone building. We had been battered with chunks of stone missing. In the middle of the wall stood an open archway, chipped away at it, but still structurally standing. Above it was a clock face that had been smashed to pieces, rendering it unreadable. Pillars were carved into the wall, some of which had been destroyed by whatever had happened here. As they approached, Luna stopped just before reaching the building and turned to Sophia. Stay close to me and stay quiet. We don't know what could be in it. Sophia shifted to behind Luna. No, she had no battle experience. It was best to heed Luna's words right now. Yes, words right now. Sophia watched as Luna materialized his weapons from his hands. Luna produced what looked like a pair of sticks to Sophia. The sticks had a handle sticking. I need another word for sticking. But the sticks had a handle sticking out. It's like, it's too much stick. I need to stick less. No, that's STR. Stimulus. Still, stiff, sticky, stick. I want a particular phrase of sticking out. Stick in the mud. No, stick at, stick by, stick it out, stick out. Here we go. Protrude, jute, J-U-T, project, stand out, extend, poke out, bulge, or overhang. I like the bulge is okay. Extend. How can I fit that in? Extending out. Got it. The sticks had a handle. Yeah, the sticks had a handle extended out about a third of the way down that Luna was gripping. She thought Luna was holding him incorrectly as the sticks were running down his arm to his elbow. The first 2/3 of the stick were covered in orange and gold patterns with a brown stopper on the end. The last third of the sticks was solid, with solid emeralds, six-sided that met at the other end to create a slightly flat point. The point itself didn't look too sharp, like The point itself didn't look too sharp. Unlike her weapon, which could be this. I'm gonna skip this because it's 7 minutes long. I do love it. Didn't look too sharp. Unlike her weapon. Unlike her weapon, which had a blade. The point itself didn't look too sharp. What do I want to say about this? The point itself didn't look too sharp. I mean, didn't look too sharp. And a slightly and which wasn't too sharp. There we go. That's better. Sophia wanted to ponder the weapons further, but needed to stay alert as Luna started moving slowly towards the building, sticks in hand, ready to fight if necessary. As they approached the entrance, Sophia started to get a better view of the inside. An arched glass roof lit up the building, though some of the panels had been shattered. From what she could see, the place had been ransacked. The building was one giant hall filled with broken benches, smashed counters, destroyed stalls. It looked like a riot had taken place. Stone, wood, and glass were scattered across the floor, the pair being careful not to step on anything in case it made a noise. Sophia was fascinated by what she was seeing, while Luna was surveying the vicinity for any danger. Suddenly, Luna caught a glimpse of movement in the corner of his right eye. Assuming he was under threat, he pulled the sticks up in a defensive position while clenching his left fist. "Barrier," he screamed as his watch reacted to Luna's scream. In an instant, the watch lit up as a hexagonal barrier projected straight out of it to cover the immediate vicinity. Sophia turned to face Luna before being propelled by the barrier off her feet, out of the building and sent flying down the street. Before being propelled by the barrier off her feet. She was sent out of the building. Out of the building, flying down the street. There we go. She was soaring through the air. The shock of the impact still catching up to her, as she felt something within her react, a force almost telling her what to do. She didn't think where is it? There we go. She didn't think about it and acted on instinct. In a split second, she moved her body mid-air so she would land on her back, but she did. Cut that out. Back. Before using the momentum to roll over to plant her feet on the ground. To roll over and plant her feet on the ground. Sliding backwards before coming to a stop. She took a moment to steady herself as she kneeled on the ground. As she kneeled on the ground, she could feel the impact on her back stinging. Her head still dizzy from being flung so hard, no vision catching up to her. She wasn't entirely sure what had just happened, but assumed it must have had something to do with her spirit. as she would have never thought to have done something like that on her own. After a brief moment, her vision came back to her. She looked up at the building. She could see Luna inside with the barrier encasing him. He had turned to see what had happened to Sophia. As he was just... yeah, let me break up that sentence. He said, yep, you want to get rid of that. He turned to see what happened to Sophia, as he was just surprised as she was. Are you okay? He shouted. He started to make his way over to Sophia before spotting more movement from his left side, and turned to block again with his twin sticks. Sophia saw Luna move to defend and rush back to see what was going on. As she reached the edge of the barrier, she saw another figure with Luna, currently locking weapons while suspended in midair. The figure was wearing dark purple dungarees with jagged patterns across them. The left trouser leg had been torn off just above the knee. They also had a black crop jacket with black high-top trainers and a chain bracelet on their left wrist. Their long blue scarf gave them the look of a thief rather than a fighter. What? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine, yeah. I work in fives. I work on the principle that every character sort of has 5 items of clothing, because it means it gives them a bit of like uniqueness to them, and I can add a bit of uniqueness to them. So 5 is an appropriate number, I'd say. The figure appeared to be using a dagger in their right hand. The blade was quite short and thin, yet still able to match with Luna's sticks as they clashed. The mysterious figure pushed off Luna with their dagger as they flew through the air before landing safely on the ground. They then immediately launched themselves towards Luna. They then immediately... first off, that's one too many of that. They immediately launched themselves towards Luna. I technically haven't introduced the gender of the other character yet. I haven't introduced the gender of Zoe yet, so I can say he. The pair clashed with each other, pushing each other back across the street. The pair sliding across the floor through the scattered glass and wood. Both had managed to stay on their feet as they took a moment to catch their breath, intently staring each other down. Sophia could only watch from the outside. From outside of the barrier. As the two locked eyes with each other, she saw the figure look at Luna with a deranged expression, their purple eyes forced open and a wide smile upon their face. "Where's Hunter?" the figure screamed. "He's not here," Luna replied. "Off on other business." The figure cackled in response. "So they sent the leftovers then, did they? I am no leftover. I am a fully fledged nightmare killer, and I am protecting my home from villains such as yourself." Luna spoke with passion and purpose in his voice, far different to how Hunter had spoken to his opponents. "I am no villain. I am a servant of Lord Byron, bringing peace to that wretched place you call Earth. Lord Byron, and he wishes to bring chaos and destruction to my home. I wouldn't call that peace. Well, his lordship's vision does require chopping off a few heads here and there, but it's a small sacrifice for the greater good. Even the greatest of rulers must make sacrifices." Great rulers don't kill their subjects for the sake of peace. Instead, they were with their subjects to better the land so that all may prosper. Your ruler only works to satisfy themselves. To satisfy himself. Like the arrogant pig he is. The figure tilted its head slightly in curiosity to what Luna said. You seem to know a lot about ruling. I used to be in a position of power before I became a nightmare killer. Oh really? Your workers? Did you also call them subjects? That's very fancy language for someone to use. That's enough. Luna's anger started building inside of him as he gripped, swirling. There's technically building, structure building. Luna's anger started swirling inside of him as he gripped his sticks harder, ready to strike at any given moment. The figure smilingly widened upon seeing Luna's reaction and started to chuckle more. I must have hit a nerve. Are you hiding something? Are you who you say you are? Or are you a liar? Enough! Luna screamed as he slammed his right stick into the ground, cracking open the floor. The floor open. The crack started spinning quickly towards the figure as they leapt out of the way before chunks of earth and rock shot out of the ground. Luna leapt to meet the figure in midair, attempting a swipe across the body. The figure evaded the swipe before placing their right foot on Luna's back and pushing off of it. Landing on a counter on the far left of the area. Luna managed to stabilize himself and land on the ground, quickly turning to face his enemy who was smirking back at him. A dagger in hand ready to strike. Drink! I was looking forward to facing Hunter, but you might be even more entertaining to face. My name is Zoltan. Most people call me Zoe, though I doubt you will remember that. Don't know why I need that. So launched his dag towards Luna before disappearing. Luna braced for the dag. Luna braced by putting his sticks up to guard the attack, but before the dagger could reach him, Zoe reappeared next to it. He grabbed the dagger and swiped downward at Luna, who had to readjust his guard at the last moment. Luna managed to parry the attack, but the change of strike caught Luna off guard as he stepped back. Zoe landed and started to swipe at Luna. I need a better word for swipe. Need a better word for swipe. Strike. Ba ba da ba ba. Ba da ba ba. Zolan started to strike at Luna. This one. Sophia could only watch on from the outside. She tried to break through the barrier with her newfound strength, but still nothing. Knowing that she was helpless, she stood and watched the fight unfold. Luna kept walking up with Zoe having the advantage in the clash, each strike moving Luna closer to one of the walls on the edge. Very soon, Luna felt his back collide with the wall. Zoe took this as an opportunity to end the fight as he tried to stab Luna, who managed to dodge to the side just in time. His dagger ended up getting stuck in the wall as Zoe used too much force. Luna saw his opportunity and formed an uppercut with his right stick, so backflipped out of the way in time to dodge the strike, rematerializing his dagger to his hand. The pair continued to engage with each other, the advantage having gone for Zoe and both now trying to gain the upper hand. Luna was still close to the wall but was able to hold his ground for the time being. As Zoe attempted another swipe, Luna defended by bringing his sticks up in an X formation. blocking the dagger in between his two sticks. Zoe tried to pull the dagger out, but Luna's grip was too strong. Luna kicked Zoe in the midsection, and Zoe released the dagger and fell onto the ground. Vine grip! Luna shouted as Vine sprung up from the ground and started wrapping around Zoe. He managed to resummon his dagger to his right hand and throw it across the room before the vines dragged his hand down to the ground. Full stop. With this, he was able to disappear and escape the vines, annoying Luna further. Zoe ended up reappearing further into the room as she looked into the eyes of Luna. Bet you're getting annoyed I keep getting away. Zoe's words only made Luna angry as he felt the rage pulsating through him. This only made Zoe smile wider. He knew he was getting to Luna, which pleased him very much. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but this has been fun. More fun than I thought. A lot more interesting than I thought. Maybe we can do this again someday. As soon as Luna heard Zoe was leaving, he charged straight towards Zoe in a fit of rage. Before Luna could reach him, Zoe finished speaking and opened a portal beneath his feet as he fell through it, the portal closing just as Luna reached him. Luna tried to slam down with both sticks where the portal was, but it closed just as Luna reached it, and he slammed straight into the ground. Luna was irritated and irate. He had just let a nightmare slip and now had no idea where he had gone. This wasn't to the standard that he expected of himself and his abilities. He took a moment to calm down, taking deep breaths as he let the rage inside him subside. Before assessing the situation, he saw Sophia at the entrance. He almost forgot that she was trapped outside in the melee and quickly dropped the barrier before sitting down on the ground to recover. As soon as the barrier dropped, Sophia ran over to check on Luna. You happy now? Are you okay? She asked as she knelt down next to Luna. I'm fine, Luna replied, wishing a moment to rest. Sophia could see that Luna was annoyed with herself and wanted to give him some words of encouragement. You did really well in there. It's a shame Zoe got away. Luna could tell she was trying to help, but didn't want to be too down on himself. Yeah, it's annoying. Nightmares can sometimes get away from us. The barrier isn't a foolproof solution to keep them locked in. We're still trying to establish how they keep escaping. You seem riled up by what he was saying about you. It's an anger issue. It sometimes gets the better of me. I just need to control it better. Do you mind if I ask? Hang on. Wow. Something. While Luna was catching his breath, something was. Which I had to ask about. Do you mind if I ask? Go ahead. Why did you get very angry? Why did he get so angry when he said you were hiding something? Sophia was right. Luna hadn't been entirely truthful to Sophia about his past. If he was going to be Sophia's teacher, he needed to be honest with her. The truth is, I've not been entirely honest with you. Sophia could have guessed that by how Luna was acting, but chose to say nothing as she sat down next to him as he explained. And explained. I did attend university in London, but only because of a friend I met in school back in India. He belonged to one of the royal families, descended from a long line of monarchs before they were abolished. The family still kept their wealth though and used it to cement their status in society and increase their wealth further. My friend was always telling me how much money he had, not bragging or anything, but as if to say, my family has so much money, we don't know what to do with it all. Our families eventually became good friends, and as a gift from their family to mine, they paid for me to come to London to study at UCL. I wasn't exactly happy with the arrangement. I wanted to make my own way in life, but my family pushed me into it. Let me just check that. Other sentence. Yeah. I wasn't exactly happy with the arrangement. I wanted to make my own way in life, but my family pushed me into it. They told me it would be a good investment for me. And my friend's family was more than happy to do it. Sophia noticed Luna clasping his hands together as if to hold back the anger, but carried on. When students found out at UCL, they started teasing me for it. They kept calling me their prince, bowing down to me, asking if I needed anything from my servants. The joke stuck when I left university for the music label, and eventually I was dubbed the Prince of PR. Great. Excuse me, sorry. It just annoys me. I wanted to prove myself, to make my own way in the world instead of relying on handouts. Oh, my voice is shot. Maybe it's a good thing I'm doing a short stream. Everyone else wanted me to succeed, no matter the cost. They didn't care about how I did it or how I felt about it. It was just, make as much money as you can, make yourself rich. It was just, make as much money as you can, make yourself rich. Wealth is good, wealth is happiness. Never made me happy. All the while, Sophia listened intently. She wanted to say something to comfort him, to make him feel better, but wasn't exactly sure what to say. She had never had the kind of wealth that Luna talked about. She dreamt of it, but had never had it for herself. The silence grew thick as Luna looked over at Sophia, realising that she was struggling to say anything in response. He decided to break the silence with a question of his own. Are you okay? You got thrown pretty far by the barrier. Yeah, Sophia responded as she snapped out of her trance. Yeah, I managed to soften the blow a bit. The barriers have only been tested when one person is around, never in pairs. I didn't know that was going to happen, I'm sorry. It's fine, just a shock to the system is all. The pair shared a smile as Sophia looked down at Luna's sticks. If you don't mind me asking, what are they? They're Tomfers. They're quite weighty, but they pack a punch. I had to build up a lot of arm strength to be able to properly use them. Here, take one. Luna offered one of his Tomfers for Sophia to hold, which she took in both hands, almost dropping it from the sheer weight. In comparison to her glaive, the Tomfer was a lot heavier and bulkier. She was struggling to understand how Luna could deal with one of these, let alone two. While she thought they would be wooden in nature, they were actually metal, which surprised her even more. Surprised her further, that's a better. You could do a lot of damage with these. Yeah, but not enough. Luna stood up from the floor and took the Tomfer from Sophia as he dematerialized the pair. We still need to investigate the area in case of a reality shift. Do we need to find out what the area was? Yeah, hang on, no, this is... Yeah, well, let's read through this section. We still need to investigate the area in case of a reality shift. Do we need to find out what the area was? Sophia stood up as well. Oh, we already know what this building used to be. Luna tapped his watch and retracted the barrier before bringing up a screen and tapping on a few icons. Eventually, another barrier started projecting from his watch. Sophia watched this new barrier spread across the building and transform it before her eyes. What once was a ruined building began transforming into a train station. The broken wood and glass on the floor vanished, the broken carts were fixed, all evidence of a wreckage had gone. Now there was a shiny new train station. Wooden benches lined one side of the station, while stalls and cars lined the other. To the back was a giant board containing departures and arrivals, all arranged by hand. The broken clock at the front of the station had now been repaired and could be seen from the inside, as had the windows and the glass ceiling. Sophia looked around in amazement. What once looked like a warehouse that had been trashed had now been transformed into a station that looked like it. That looked like it belonged in the early 1900s. She continued to look around as Luna started to explain. With the evidence that we had gathered, we decide. With the evidence that we've gathered, we decide. Evidence we've gathered. With the evidence we've gathered, better. With the evidence we've gathered, we've deciphered that this building used to be a train station. We can't say for certain it looked like this, but we imagine it was similar to this. Sophia continued to take in this new information before a question popped into her mind. Where did the trains go? Luna pointed to the back of the building. There were two giant archways in the wall, one either side of the board. The tracks used to be laid over there, but thanks to the reckoning they were all torn apart. We don't know where the tracks go yet because we haven't followed them. We haven't really explored the edges of the city yet, only the centre. Sophia looked through one of the archways. The projection ended just beyond the archway. It's a double archway, that's a problem. Hang on, yeah, let's as projection ended just beyond. She saw this has got lyrics in it. I'm gonna skip it because I'm doing a lot of talking. I know on lyrics. As the projection ended just beyond, she saw the ruin of the city they were in. The decay broke her out of her wonder and reminded her of where she was. Luna continued, regardless, we still need to check the area. Yeah, so this is the easier way to do it. But yeah, so get rid of this one. Yeah, that'll take too long. Yeah, so we still need to invest. Yeah, this is a better way to do it. Regardless, we still need to check the area. So we still need to check the area. What for? To see if there are any reality shifts here. But wouldn't we already know if there was one here? A new one could have appeared. We're still not entirely sure how the borders of each reality work. They could be ever changing and new reality shifts could be created. Maybe that's why Zoltan was here. Regardless, this is a good time to teach you all about how to search for them. Sophia nodded and Luna started teaching her how to use the watch and earpiece as they continued their investigations into the train station, with a new foe to face and possibly more danger ahead. And that's chapter 11! Ooh, that feels good. That's a good chapter down. So next chapter, let me look at my notes. Oh, next chapter's go. It's this chapter. It's going to be a short chapter. It's not going to be long, but it's a good. Oh, it's a good chapter. Woo! No, this is a good chapter. Right, that's it. I said it was going to be short, and I apologise. But like I say, personal things got in the way, unfortunately. So you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. I will look to upload this tonight. Yeah, I'll look to upload this tonight and get this up so that you can read it. But with that, we'll end for the day. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.